Gold, we start with 1 hour chart. Uh, as we can see, the price give us a sharp move down, then reverse. Before we talk about what we're looking for, we start with higher time frame. Okay, first we start with daily chart. If we refer to our analysis, since the price was within this move, I give update. I mentioned the way the price is moving mostly can give us a price to drop. We need to get the correction before we look for continuation. And even when we move to forward chart, I was keep highlighting since the price was within this move. The way it's moving is a corrective and we have a divergence, is losing the momentum. Even I point on the MACD. That's why I keep mentioning the price can drop. We need to be quite careful. And as we can see, the price dropped really sharply. Okay. Anyway, I didn't have any update for that, right? Because I mentioned if we wants to look for continuation, the price can drop. We need to get the correction before we look for next trade. Even we point on this moves. As we can see, the price drop and reverse. No one see what's the next. Okay. If we move to 1 hour chart, whoever get the trade from here, the only thing is they should start to manage. And we want to see whether the price can continue and retest the previous top or not. Whether to look for buy or not for the next week, the only way is to put our entry above this. Right now, I cannot say simply put our entry above this because we don't know whether what we get when the market open. Okay, but if we want to refer to the technical analysis, we need to get one more drop because we don't have the three waves. If we want to look at it as a Elliott wave, because if you refer to the 15-minute, what I see here, we get the first down move, we get the reversal correction. We can expect to get one move up, the price drop. If we get the flat, having entry above this, or even if we get any trade within this one, this is what we're looking for. Okay, can we put our entry when the market open above here? But in case the price continue as a sharp move, but we should know we have a small correction here in relative to the simply price can take and drop. Okay, it depends on the traders what they use and what type of the strategy they use to look for trade, but we should know that we don't have the three waves. Okay, and the second things we should know that where we're going to look for buy almost the price move, we have this sharp move. If we wanted to buy within this move, maybe we could consider as a fair as a this I mean we could consider this one as a only correction by having entry above this. That means if we had this situation when the price was here. But right now, if we want to look for buy, we need to be careful. That means if this one tend to a deeper correction, it is better a confirmation for continuation. And we should know that if we move to the forward chart, where we're going to look for buy almost at the top. Okay, that's why it depends on the traders. But for me to look for the next trade, I prefer this one turn to a deeper move. Give me a confirmation. Why deeper move? If with this one turn to a deeper move, then I can look for trade setup for reversal. But right now, based on 15 minutes, we have the reversal, as I mentioned. Okay. It depends on the traders how they want. If anyone is going to put the entry above here, it depends on them. But technically, we try to put the entry above the top and we want the sharply price break and continue. Okay. But we should know that we have the correction here. Mostly we can get one move up. How about the next one, the price tag and drop? All right. Anyway, it depends on the strategy the traders they're they're using, but still we're looking for continuation and we want to see whether the price can break the previous stop or not. That means if we get any trade set up for buy from here, we will take the trade and we start to manage it. And another things we need to consider in terms of the risk and reward is not really good trade setup to look for. It's a short-term trade. The best things was if anyone get the from trade from here. That's why I'm not going to give a suggestion or uh, I'm not going to give a suggestion having entry above the top. It's not really good. That's why I mentioned let's this one turn to a deeper move. Okay. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. The only way is if we put our entry above the top, which is not a really good idea. It's very risky. It depends on traders. But when the market open, if I see any confirmation, any trade setup for continuation, I will share. And right now, whoever get the trade from here, they should start to manage. The only things I wanted to highlight it in this analysis, I wanted to highlight it because in my last analysis, when the price was within this up move, I was keep highlighting it have to give us a correction before we get the next move. That's why I keep pointing on all these things since we see the divergence. And before that, and also we need to know that even if we're looking for continuation, if the price cannot break the top, maybe this one can turn to a more complex correction. Okay, that's why buying from here after this, as long as the price haven't confirmed with the breakout of the stop, we need to be quite careful. Okay, then do we have anything to discuss based on daily chart? Nothing. In this case, we just follow the chart. We don't have really good trade setup. The only thing is if we get any trade for buy from here, we will take it. And in this case, we just follow the chart when the market open. If I see any update or trade setup, I will share. Thanks.